Back in 2006, I was a background dancer performing in IFA. And in 2013, when I made my debut, they were kind enough to allow me again to perform as an actor. And in 2017, I'm nominated as a Best Actor. So it's a nice story to tell, right?
It is amazing. What do you think is the secret to staying relevant?
I think it's letting go of the known. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you are like really talented and you learn, you acquire skills, you try to hold on to everything that you know. But there is a time when you let go of those things. I would quote my favorite Cohen line. It says that you lose your grip and then you slip into the masterpiece. So that is what it is. Till the time you know the why of doing what you do, you don't need an inspiration.
I have started from nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not even zero, it's like minus because I was doing something else. There was a momentum to become an engineer and suddenly I discovered this thing that I really like and I start doing it. But at the same time, as a kid, I also had many dreams, like common dreams. You know, I'll buy my own house and I'll buy this car, it's a luxury car. So these things were there. And now when I started following my my dream in the sense of changing my career, I started earning money to an extent that I could actually afford all these things. What happened that while I was doing my work, I also was realizing this fact that everything that I stayed with for so many years, for like 20 years of my life, thinking that one day I'll get this and then I'll arrive, I'll be successful. Those things just stayed with me for a few days. And I very quickly got used to owning those things and there was no excitement left. So I was like, oh, this is not the way to go. But then the only way to go is to be myopic. So another goal, but it doesn't give you anything. The entire process will bore you until unless you get something, and it will just hit you for like few days and then again. So it's like 95% of boredom and 5% of excitement. But if you do something every day that excites you, you will get all those things, you'll get the spikes in between, but at the same time you're enjoying the entire process. This is the hunger for learning that I understood with my experience of my life. Failures and why does something happen? There are two things. And I think I have a different take on both the things, and it's very, very different from what is general point of view. Like failures, it's extremely important. I think I would value a massive failure more than a mediocre success. But having said that, that's not my intent, why I'll do something. But the most important thing is that the whole knowledge structure of education in our schools or anything, we are taught to be so careful. We are taught to not fail, you have to succeed. That's fine, you want to succeed, you please succeed. But being careful is the problem. You need to learn how not to be careful. You need to try different things. Only then, once in like 100 times or 200 times, you'll hit on something that's completely fresh. And that's going to change everything for everybody. So it's extremely important to fail, because without failure, you cannot get something new or fresh. You will be a very good repetition of something else, if that makes you happy. And number two is that we make logical sense of everything only looking backwards. I became an actor because I had a problem. I was an introvert. You know, I'm the youngest in my family, and I was so pampered in my house that when I used to step out, I didn't know how to deal with people. So I gradually became this very shy introvert kid who could not talk. Well, I still cannot talk. And I have this stage fright. So in case, so what I do generally as an actor is I hide behind all these fascinating characters, and then I'm confident. You know the importance of hard work, perseverance, and vision, focus, self-belief, and etc., etc. So I don't need to talk about that. But after deep thinking, I zeroed down into two things that I can actually discuss about. These two things talk about chasing your dreams and actually living your dreams, which unfortunately nobody mentioned to me when I was starting out. Those two things are the biggest lie and the only truth about success that I was told about. Now, the biggest lie was money plus recognition is equal to happiness, is equal to success. So let me begin by mentioning that I come from a very middle-class family. And when I was growing up, money was a big differentiator in my life. Also, in the 3 generations of my family that I know of, that are documented, nobody knew what fame felt like. So basically, both money and recognition were missing when I started out. So I already started out as a failure. Let me be very precise. My family told me that I had to become an engineer. Once I'm an engineer, then I can, try civil services examination, and then probably, that will be like opening the doors for all kind of happiness, and I'll be forever successful. I'll be forever happy. This is the conditioning that I experienced when I was growing up. Alright, fair enough. Good deal. So I became very good in studies. Did fairly well in my 10th board exams. And then off I went to Delhi for my +2, got myself enrolled in a nice school.